Hello student. In this video, I am going to solve the most expected question in NEET 2020 from the chapter the P block elements, that is of 13th and 14th group elements. Now let me solve the other question one by one. The stability of +1 oxidation state among aluminium, gallium, indium and thallium increases in the sequence. Okay. So now the particularly the 13 group elements. Okay, just identify the 13 group elements. So we are having the boron, we are having aluminium, the gallium, indium and also what we are having the thallium. But we know that the 13 group element they shows you the +1 and also the +3 oxidation state. But you have to identify the stability of the +1 here. Okay, just identify. So down the group, okay, as we move from the boron to the thallium, okay, that means so +1 oxidation state becomes the most stable because of the due to the inert pair effects. So due to the inert pair effects, the +1 oxidation state becomes the most stable on moving down the group. Okay, as compared to the +3. That means the most stable, that is the +1 oxidation state among the 13 group element is the thallium. So because down the group we can identify the inert pair effect. Okay, that means there is an increase in the inert the pair effect down the group. Hence, in this case, the option will be the which one? That is the A. So next one. Which of the following structure is similar to the graphite? Okay, so now you have to remember the one of the concept here, that is the boron nitride. So this is nothing but the boron nitride. The boron nitride. Okay, so this boron nitride is also called as the inorganic graphite. It is also called as the inorganic graphite. So why it is called as the inorganic graphite? Because the structure of the boron nitride is similar to the graphite. So because of that, what you are going to call it is an inorganic graphite. Okay, hence in this case the option is which one? That is the C. Okay, so next one. So which of these is not a monomer for a high molecular mass, that is the silicon polymer? So when you're talking about particularly the silicon polymer here, okay, so let me take this one. This is what we are having in the 1 chlorine. Here we are having a 3, here also 3, here we are having the 2. When you want to, especially in the particular question here, which of these is not a monomer for the high molecular mass, that is the silicon polymer? Okay, suppose if we're talking about this one here. Let me take the the tetrachloro, that is the silicon. Okay, here if you do the hydrolysis here, that means all the Cl is replaced by the OH. So now you just identify, we can identify the 4, that is the OH here. But when you have only the one, especially in this case here, that is the chloro, the trimethyl, that is the silane here. It contains only the one chlorine. That means only the one chlorine. Okay, if we're talking about this one. So here, you just identify the first one here. So we are having in the 3-methyl. If you do the hydrolysis for the first one, we are having 1 chlorine. That is this one. So this one, if you do the hydrolysis, we are going to get only the 1 chlorine is replaced by the this one. Replaced by the OH. But here if you do the polymerations, you can identify only the word. If you do the polymerations for this one here, so only we can identify the the dimer. Only what you can identify, that is the dimer, but it never forms the high, that is the molecular, that is the mass silicon polymer. Because you just identify, if you just eliminate this one, you can identify only the the dimer. So it forms only the dimer, but it does not form the polymer. Okay, hence in this case the option will be the A. But if here if I identify this one, that is 3Cl is replaced by the 3 OH group, and here also the same thing here, and here we are having the 2. But in this case we are having only the 1 chlorine. That means especially this one, this is the trimethyl, that is the chloro trimethyl silane, which can replace only the the 1 Cl. Okay, we don't have the one more the chlorine. Hence it forms only the the dimer, but not form the the polymer. Hence the option is which one? A. So next one. The basic structural unit of the silicate is, okay, now the silicate is nothing but this one here. Okay, so suppose if I take this one, that is the tetrahydroxy, that is the silane here. Okay, that means you just go this one. Here we can replace the the hydrogens here. That means if you replace the hydrogens here, the each oxygen contains the negative charge. So now this is the basic structural, that is the unit for the silicates. Hence I can write it as which is the SI, that is the word the O4, that is the word the 4 minus. Okay, this is the word the basic structural unit of the which is the silicates. Okay, hence in this case the option is the which one, that is the word the D. Okay, so next one. Name the two type of the structure of silicate in which, okay, name the two type of the structure of silicate in which one oxygen atom of silicate is shared. Okay, so remember one thing. Okay, the linear chain silicate which is shared of the which is the two oxygen atom. Okay, this one you have to remember. If it's talking about the linear chain silicate, it is the sharing of the two oxygen atom. Okay, the sheet silicate is the sharing of the three oxygen atom. The pyrosilicate is the sharing of the one oxygen atom here, and the three dimensional means that is the 4. That means the whatever the oxygen we are having in the particular this one here, that is if all the 4 oxygen is shared. Okay, so that is the what we are going to call 3 dimension. But here the question is the silicate in which one oxygen atom of this one. Okay, hence the option will be the which one, that is the pyrosilicates. Okay, so next one. The tendency of the boron trifluoride, the boron trichloride and the boron tribromide to behave as a Lewis acid decreases in the sequence. Okay, so this is the most important is the question. Okay, you may get the similar type of the questions here. Just go to this one here. When you're talking about the boron, that is the trifluorides. This is the word we can identify the word, it is a word the sp2 hybridization here. Okay, just go this one. So here we are engaging the vacant the p orbitals in the word the boron, and it is which in the completely filled, especially you can in this one the fluorine we can identify the completely filled. But both the energy here also the word the 2p we are having, here also the 2p we are having. That means here the filled, that is the word the electrons in the word the p orbital donates the electrons towards the vacant p orbit. That means here we can identify the which one, what you can identify, that is the back bonding. So whenever it forms the back bonding, so we can't identify the deficiency of electrons in the boron. That means they are having a slightly rich in the electrons. That shows that they are the which is the weak Lewis acid. But if you're talking about the rest of the halogens, say for example we're talking about the chlorine, again we are using the bromine. The size of the bromine is large, hence it is very difficult to perform the back bonding from the bromine to the which is the boron. Okay, so now we can identify the strongest, that is the Lewis acid is which one, the boron tribromide. So here it is we can it is a very difficult to form the back bonding here. And next comes the which is the boron trichloride, and the weakest will be the which one, this is this one. Why? It is because of the which is the back bonding. Okay, hence in this case the option is the which one, that is the B. Okay, so next one. The straight chain polymer is formed by, okay, so you have to identify the straight chain here. Okay, so for the straight chain at least you require the which is the 2 chlorine, that means that should be replaced by the which is the OH here. Okay, just go this one here. So just identify the word this one, how many chlorine we are having, that is the 3. So here we don't have the chlorine, we can't identify any polymerization. Here we are having which is the 2, here we can identify. If it contains the 1 chlorine here, we can identify the word, here we can identify the word the dimer, and here we can identify the which is the polymer, and here we can't identify any polymerization, but here also what we can identify, we can identify the polymer. But here the question is the straight chain polymer, either the first one or the second one. Oh, sorry, or the third one. Okay, just go this one here. So let me take the particularly the structures here. So let me write the word the dimethyl. This is the dimethyl. This is the word the dichlorodimethyl. That is the word the silane. If you do the hydrolysis here, if you do the hydrolysis for this one, just go to this one here. Here we can identify the word the Cl is replaced by the word the OH. Here also the same thing. And here again we can identify this one. Now take the same thing here. Again I am going to take the same, that is the monomer here. Okay, I am going to write it like this. So see this one. So here they undergoes the condensations. Here they undergoes the condensation. You can take the which is the n number of this one, and here we are going to get. Okay, here also the terminal will be breaks if you take the n number of this compound, and finally we are going to get, that is the O. That is the Si, that is the CH. Now see the particular the structures how we got here. So here we are going to get the which is the straight chain polymer. Okay, here we are going to get the which one, the straight chain polymer. Okay, so this is the particular this one. Okay, hence the option will be the which is the C. Okay, so next one. So which of the following oxidation state are most characteristic of the lead and the tin respectively? Okay, so again let me take the which in the particular the the 13th group 14th group elements here, the 14 group elements. So we rank which is the carbon, silicon, germanium, tin and the lead. Okay, so we know that we can identify the most common oxidation state, that is the +2, and also they can show the +4. This is the most common one. But down the group, as you increase the size, that is the inert pair effect is also increased. The inert pair effect is also the increases. You just identify in this one, especially among this one, the lead, which shows the more inert effects compared to which is the tin. So compared to the tin, okay, that means, so whenever it forms the particles of the inert effect, that is the lower oxidation state. Here the lower oxidation state is the +2. They shows the more stable than the which is the +4. They shows the more stable because of the which is the inert pair effect compared to the which is the +4. Hence we can identify the lead. There is the lower oxidation state, that becomes the most stable. If you're talking about the tin, that will be the +4. Okay, hence we can identify the most characteristic of the lead is which is the +2, and the tin will be the +4. Okay, hence the option will be the which one, that is the A. Okay, so next one. Now see the 9th one here. Which of the following anions is present in the chain structure of the which is the silicates here? Okay, so now you have to identify what exactly the particle the chain silicates. Okay, just go to this one here. In the chain silicates, okay, we can identify the two types. The one thing is which is the single chain silicates. The one thing is the single the single chain silicates. And the next one we are having which is the double chain silicates. That is the double chain silicates. So now the single chain silicates, okay, it is a which is the chain silicates are formed by the sharing of, but here the which is the sharing of the which is the two oxygen atom, that is the two oxygen atom. This is the two oxygen atom. Okay, so per silicates, okay, that is the per, that is the SiO4 4 minus, okay, that is the tetrahedron. That is which is the tetrahedron. But here also the same thing we can identify, the same thing here. Here also the sharing of the two, this is the oxygen atom. But if you're talking about the single chain, that formula what you are going to get is the SiO3, okay, that is the 2N minus, and here it is the N. So this is what you are going to call, this is also be called as a which is the pyroxenes. It is also called as a pyroxene. When it forms the double chain, okay, its formula that becomes a which is the SiO11. So here we are going to have the 6N minus, and this will be the N. So this is we are going to call it as a which is the amphiboles. So both comes under the which is the chain structure silicates here. But here in this case the option what they are given is the B. Okay, that means they are given the single chain, that is the silicates here. Hence in this case the option is which in the B. Next one. Which one of the following compound is not a protonic acid? The protonic acid means what? Whenever it is dissolved in the water or react with water, it forms the H plus here. Okay, it liberates the which is the H plus. Okay, now just identify this one here. Especially the first one, it is the orthoboric acid here. So whenever the orthoboric acid reacts with the water, okay, so whenever it will be in the orthoboric acid in the aqueous medium, okay, so you have to identify. So it coordinates a molecule, okay, it coordinates this is the molecule to form. It coordinates the molecules to form the which is the hydrated species. It forms the hydrated species, but it never, that is release the proton. Okay, now see this one. So this is the water, and here which coordinate, okay, coordinate towards the which is the vacant, that is the orbital in the p orbital present in the boron. Okay, this is we are going to identify, but it never release the proton. Okay, hence it is not a protonic acid. But if we are talking about the rest of the acid, whenever it reacts with the water, it releases the which is the H plus, but not in the case of which is the first one. So next one, the percentage of lead in lead pencil is, okay, you have to remember what exactly the lead pencil. So the lead pencil is nothing but this lead pencil contains only the which is the word the graphite and also the word the clay. So that means the lead pencil means what? Don't think that there is a presence of the word the lead. Okay, that means it does not contain lead. It does not contain lead. It does not contain lead, because lead pencil is nothing but the which is the word the, it contains the which is the graphite and the word the clay. It contains the graphite and the clay, but does not containing a word the lead. Hence the word the value that becomes your 0. Okay, next one. The ability of a substance to assume two or more crystalline structures. Okay, this is what you are going to call as a direct question, that is refers to which is the poly, that is your the morphism. Okay, so what exactly the word the iso, that is your the morphism. That means the word which is a similarity of the crystal form between the word the chemical compounds. But here we are talking about the which is the two or more crystalline structures assumed to be the same as the two or more crystalline structures is called as which one? Polymorphism. Okay, so next one. The substance used as a smoke screen in the word the warfare is. Okay, just identify this one here. So you just identify these things here. So whenever the word this particular the word the silicon, that is the word the tetrachloride, whenever it reacts with the word the water, and here we are going to get the which is the word the Si, that is the word the OH the 4 times, and there is a word the liberation of the word the HCl. So this gives you which is the word the dense fumes here. Because of the which is the liberation of hydrogen cloud, you are going to get the fumes that will be used in the which is the smoke screen in the which is the warfare. Hence the option will be the which is, that is the word the A. Okay, next one. In graphite the electrons are. Okay, you have to identify. So in the graphite the carbon are. Okay, the carbon atom undergoes the which one, the word the sp2 hybridization, and they are covalently bonded. Okay, they are covalently bonded. They are covalently bonded to, that is your the three other atom, that is your the three other atom, that is your the three, that is your the other atom. Okay, so by the which is your the single bond. Okay, by the which is your the single bond, by the which is your the single bond. Okay, so now the fourth electrons forms the which is your the this one, the fourth electrons. So what does it form? That is your the pi bond. Okay, so now we can identify the particular thing here. Okay, that means here the localized on the word the every, that is the word the third, that is the word the carbon atom. Okay, because you can identify the which is the word this one, the electrons. Okay, it forms the pi bond. Okay, in the third carbon we can identify the word the localized. Okay, hence the option is a which one, that is the word the B. Okay, so next one, the boron compounds behaves as a word the Lewis acids because of that, because generally we know that the Lewis acid means what, they are the deficiency of electrons. Okay, so the whatever the boron compounds you can identify, we can identify the deficiency of electrons, hence they act as a which one, the Lewis acids. Here in this case the option is the word the B, that is the word the electron deficient in nature because of the word the vacant, that is the word the p orbital. Okay, the option is, that is the word the B.